Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love, and today we're gonna be doing some fat acceptance TikToks because they always do well on this channel. I always have a love-hate relationship with doing them, and 95% of the time I'm right, so let's do it. Also, something I haven't said, but if you haven't noticed, I never say, well, not never, but I stopped saying fat acceptance cringe when I talk about this. Because I don't really want to make it seem like it's cringe or I'm making fun of these people or anything. It's not what I'm about. It's never been what I'm about. Haven't said in a while, but do not go and spread hate to anybody like you see in this video. I do always say in the description though, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should probably start saying that more often, especially since these videos are getting more popular. Don't go spread hate, okay? This is just me listening to their opinion and expressing my own opinion. Even though sometimes my opinion actually involves facts. But that's neither here or there. I'm listening to what they have to say and I'm saying what I have to say. We don't have to agree. They don't have to change their lifestyles. I can give 2 Fs about what they do, just like they can give 2 Fs about what I do. Either way, let's watch these TikToks and let's have a conversation down in the comments, okay?
Is there anything else I could get you?
It's to go back. I don't think I'm comfortable eating here now, Mom.
I'm sorry. Let's watch this again. Just cause like, yeah, let's try this again.
Is there anything else I could get you?
It's to go back. I don't think I'm comfortable eating here now, Mom.
Okay. I got this. So you're telling me, I think this is into response of when skinny people are like, oh, I'm body shamed all the time. People tell me to go eat a cheeseburger and blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation because I'm invalidating your feelings of you being body shamed because you're not fat. That's what you're doing. Because you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that skinny people are body shamed. You just don't care. You guys are so self-centered that you think you're the only one who has problems. I've had a lot of people in my comments talk about how like, oh, they're at a normal healthy weight and their doctor still asks them about their diet and stuff like that. You aren't the only people who get these questions. You're not the only person who your doctor cares about what you're putting into your body. But no, you think just because you're fat and you know that what you eat is the reason why you're fat. So when your doctor asks you about your diet, you automatically assume like your doctor is fat phobic. When doctors ask everyone these types of questions, it's just their job. Doctors don't only weigh fat people, they weigh skinny people. And just so you know, the reason why they weigh you is not because they need to know your weight. They can look at you and be like, oh, she's overweight. Your weight is because I believe your weight can determine the type of dosages you can take, like for certain medications, like Plan B. Plan B doesn't work on overweight people. It just doesn't, it's not as likely to work on us. It's the truth. You can look it up. So certain medicines, they have to either give you a higher dose or they can't give you a certain medicine because it won't really work if you're at a higher weight. And that's why they need to know your weight, not because they have to know what your BMI is. And knowing your BMI is nice, but a doctor can look at you and be like, oh yeah, that person's overweight. It's really not that hard to tell. But, you know, on a personal level, skinny people can't deal with body shaming and being, you know, made fun of because of their weight. They have to deal with that a lot too. It's very frustrating. I've talked about it plenty of times. I know a lot of people who are underweight, especially some of my in-laws, and like literally their coworker doesn't think that they eat, and they literally eat all the time. Like it's frustrating. Like I don't know, I spent way too much time on like a 6-second video, but I don't just I like to talk about these. I like to have a conversation with myself and then with you guys about these videos. That's why I talk a lot. But anyway, let's do another one.
It's time for another installment of things that are acceptable for thins to do, but not fat people. These are all things that you mentioned in the comment section. Riding the elevator.
I'm sorry, why the hell can't fat people ride the elevator? I'm sorry, like, what? Please, unless you're at like the weight capacity for an elevator, you who's recording this video, why can't you ride an elevator? What is wrong? Like, oh my God, okay.
taking the bus or calling Lyft because you don't fucking feel like walking.
Once again, why can't fat people do what the like? Okay, I'm sorry. If you as a fat person cannot take an elevator or you can't call a Lyft or Uber because you can't walk or whatever, that has like you it oh my god, that doesn't make any sense. Like, is it I know you, it's not like you, like, it's because you're so insecure about these things, like, you can't do it. That is not a fat person issue. That is a personal issue, okay? Because there are plenty of fat people who ride elevators. There are plenty of fat people who take the bus. Me being one of them, I don't have a car. I have been taking the bus my whole adult life, ever since I've been living on my own. I love taking the bus. It's great for the environment. It's good for me. There are times where I want to, like, walk to the grocery store by my old apartment. I mean, there was times there was a Target by my old apartment that I could clearly walk. It was about a 15-minute walk, 20 minutes if I'm going slow. But the bus went right there, and there was times I really wanted to. But whenever I was with my boyfriend, he's like, "No, we're walking." So I always had to walk. But like, what the hell? Like, what? But why can't you do these things besides insecurities? It's nothing but personal insecurities why you can't do those things. Let's see if you can actually let's see if there's an actual thing that skinny people can do that fat people can't, if you actually have one of those ideas. Because I don't, so far you're completely wrong.
Also, stopping to have a little rest when walking.
I'm sorry, did I get this wrong? Did she say in the beginning that things that are fat, I think she got the title of this video wrong. I think the title was supposed to be, oh, the things that fat people can do that skinny people don't do. I think that's what the name of the video is supposed to be, because, why can't I don't know what you're talking about. Like, oh my God. I'm trying to think, and I know these are all insecurities. These are things that physically fat people can do, and they do. But it's like, oh, it's not okay for fat people to do that because they're fat. I'm just so frustrated. Like this. Okay, keep going.
On these notes, having a disability that requires a mobility aid to get around. Saying,
okay, keep going.
"I'm hungry." Just keep that shit to yourself. Being the first of your friends to order food in a restaurant or something. Having standards when dating. I should just be grateful that he's even paying me any attention. Buying vintage clothes. Going on amusement park rides. No fun for you.
Okay, see, that's one that actually fat people can't do, because there's weight limits. They have to try to fit an average size. They can't make all the seats bigger, because once again, just like airplanes, they want to fit as many people as possible on the rides. And it's easier to fit 20 skinny people, and you make more money by fitting 20 skinny people than fitting 10 fat people, unless the fat people pay more. But then again, that would be discrimination, so we can't do that. Just like one of my jobs, I used to work at I used to take photos for an amusement park, and we had like this little green screen, and the biggest group I've ever fit in like one photo was a group of 20 people. They were all normally healthy weight people. I'm not gonna say skinny, because they weren't skinny. They were just normal healthy weight people. Okay? And they were and they weren't a white group. They weren't a white family. They were people of color. They were a family of color. Okay, I'm just saying that. I don't know why I feel like I have to say it. I have to say that because a lot of people of color everyone thinks that they're all fat, and all of our ethnic foods are freaking fattening for us. And no, not this group. But I've seen some families that I couldn't even fit all 5 of them in the photo, because there's more money to fit 20 people on one ride than to fit 10 fat people. It's just they have to have the smaller seats. So that one, yes, depending on what your weight is, you can't do certain rides, and that sucks for you. But you know what you can do? You can lose weight if you really want to go on roller coaster rides. But if you rather stay fat, that's completely, honestly fine for you. You just can't complain about the things that come along with being fat, because you're choosing to stay fat.
Not allowed. Talking openly and publicly about wanting to be pregnant.
Once again, why can't people do this? Because it's something I have been talking about a lot lately, and I have not had one person talk about my weight. No one. Not my family, not my friends. It is something that's been the forefront of a lot of my conversations because this is something I've been trying for a long time. Always wanted to be a mother. I am also still trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to have a child. And I've never had someone tell me or look at me dirty for talking about wanting to get pregnant since I'm overweight. There's a lot of overweight women that have children. Like, what the heck? I'm just like, maybe I just don't live the fat experience. Maybe I honestly just have a different experience from all other fat people. Because I'm really like, I don't know. Like, I don't even think I'm fat anymore. I just don't live their life. Like, I don't deal with these things that they have to deal with, that maybe I'm not fat. Am I delusional? Like, and a lot of the times I'm able to see where they're coming from because I have seen these things happen on small scales and stuff like that. So I know these type of things happen, but like this video, no, just no.
Frankly, I feel like I could make 10 of these videos.
Hey, just hopping in here to let you guys know that you should subscribe. I mean, if you've gotten this far in the video, you obviously love my pretty little face. So just letting you guys know, make sure you guys subscribe to me. Join the little club. We're all very nice down in the comments. So just subscribe, okay? And then let's get back to the stuff.
Don't ever let anyone tell you you're ugly because you're fat. I'm not ugly because I'm fat. I'm ugly because I'm ugly.
Oh, I didn't finish watching this when I picked it out. I just heard her for like, oh, don't ever let anyone tell you you're ugly because you're fat. And I was like, I don't care what she said. I'm gonna, add this video because I like to kind of blind react to them. I don't watch everything. And I'm ugly because I'm ugly. Yes, thank you. Like, I would still be ugly if I was skinny, okay? Leave me alone. Yes, I fucking love her. But in all honesty, no, you're not ugly because you're fat. And if someone ever told you that, then they're an asshole. Point blank, period. But yeah, I feel like I haven't done that as much in these newer videos, but like if you go to my old stuff, I used to always like compliment these people. I'm like, oh my god, like their outfit, oh my god, she's so pretty. And I just like, I don't know why I haven't been doing that. But like, yeah, you're not ugly because you're fat. Like, no. You're either ugly because you have an ugly personality and no one wants to be around you. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I think that's why. I think a lot of these videos, the people have been getting worse and worse. So it's like, oh, they're just an ugly person. So I see them as ugly. And not as ugly as a beauty standard. I just mean ugly as a human being. Because the way that they act, the way that they treat other people is just ugly. Like the preschool teacher. We all know who she is. She is an ugly human being. She's condescending. She's rude. She's sitting on her throne in the sky thinking she's better than all of us. She's an ugly human being, not because of the way she looks. To me, she's a very beautiful woman. She has beautiful features. She's gorgeous. But her personality is ugly. So I just think she's an ugly human being.
When I say that there's nothing you can say to me about like my weight and my size that affect me or upset me, I'm being very genuine because I've been fat my entire life and I know that I am hot. Like, it's just like you can't argue that. But what does upset me is when thin people come in my comments and saying the things that I am saying about being a fat person are not valid.
Okay. I have a question. What are the things that you are saying that thin people are saying? What if someone who's not thin agrees with you, agrees with them? I just want to know. I don't know the things that you say because I haven't dug into everything else you say, but yeah, okay, let me let her continue. She hasn't really said much, so.
I've been fat my entire life since like 2nd grade.
Okay, let me pause again. I'm sorry. That's horrible. Shame on your freaking parents. Shame on them. No, 2nd grade is like 7 years old. No 7-year-old should be overweight. And if a 7-year-old is overweight, especially for a long period of time, that is shame on the parents. Okay? Like, all you did was teach your child bad eating habits and you allow them to keep these bad eating habits and this bad relationship with food all the way up into their adulthood, and now they are an overweight adult who has to live their whole life being fat because you honestly were a bad parent. Point blank period.
And I come and talk on here about things that make fat people uncomfortable, things that would make your fat friends more comfortable, and just living as a fat person so then people can listen. And in the comments, it's very obvious that a lot of them do not want to listen. Just because you have not experienced something firsthand does not mean it is something that doesn't happen, especially if you are a thin person. Most importantly, my account is for other fat people to feel valid and know that they are not alone. But if thin people want to listen, that would also be great and very much appreciated.
You know what, I kind of agree. If you want to have a community where people are like-minded and like you and want to see themselves in you for whatever reason that they see themselves in you, that is great. But I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just talking about in general. A lot of the things that, you know, your community talks about is like basically changing the world to make your life easier. And it's just, and there's certain disabilities and certain things that like should be done to make people's lives easier, like having handicap acceptable buildings, because disabled people need easier access to buildings, like stuff like that. Like those are things that should be changed, like handicap parking spots. There's a lot of reasons where the world does have to accommodate a group of people, but I don't think that the world should have to forcefully accommodate overweight people. And not just slightly overweight, not just like even 50 pounds over, but people who are like close to being obese and morbidly obese, overweight people. The world should not have to cater to your issues and your needs because you've gotten to that point yourself and you can change that point yourself. And depending on how big, it can be hard because food addiction is a real thing, and it's probably worse than all the other addictions because you can't just stop eating. You have to literally change your relationship with food. So it can be a hard thing. It could take time. It could take rehab. God damn it. You literally have to rehaul the way you eat food. So it can be really hard. But I don't think that the world should accommodate you. The plane should not have to have bigger seats. Like hotels shouldn't have to have ginormous towels to cover up your body. Your towel is not supposed to cover up your body also, okay? Your towel is just supposed to dry you off. You don't have to walk around your hotel room with your towel. You just gotta dry your body up, put on your clothes, okay? That's what the towel is for, okay? Just everyone wants to wear the towel like a dress because it makes them feel cute and girly, but that's not what you gotta do. That's not what you have to do. The towel is there to dry you, not cover you up, okay? Anyway, but yeah, I just personally how I feel even as a big person myself. If there is accommodation, like on my last flight, I said I literally paid for the bigger seat. I did the extra money. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind paying for the extra room. I'm big because myself. But if there was no bigger seats, I would have to deal with a smaller seat, and it would be no one's fault but my own. And it's my consequences for my actions. You don't get to sit here and make a bad decision by putting your body at risk of having more diseases and being unhealthy and literally having a higher death rate and then expect the whole world to coddle you. There is consequences for your actions. Your actions of having an unhealthy relationship with food and becoming overweight and constantly staying overweight has consequences. Sometimes they're emotional consequences, sometimes they're physical consequences, sometimes they're social consequences, which are the consequences of the world not succumbing to your choices and your decisions that you made. I went out of my way. I wanted to find like one more. So we're going to do one more. This one's a minute long TikTok, which means I'm going to be talking for like 10 minutes. But anyway, let's go. I haven't watched it all, so.
Skinny bitches are evil and you need to be destroyed! And them big fat bitches will burn in hell.
Okay, so what it said was, you know, when I weigh myself and I'm 200 pounds and it's like, oh, skinny people are evil, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, when I weigh myself and I'm 199, oh my God, fat people are horrible, blah, 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 blah. Basically, okay? So now let's see what she has to say in response to that.
I think that
also, it's a joke. I don't think she feels that way about fat people or skinny people. It's a joke. Okay, Joke. I'm just letting this person know because I don't think she realized that it's a joke.
This app and the world would be a slightly better place if this sound and all of the videos under it didn't exist. But the comment section is even worse.
How would the world be a better place? It's a freaking joke. Oh my God. Okay, let's hear what the comment section is, because I don't doubt that people, not that I don't, I know people on TikTok are horrible. Like, I don't use TikTok. I literally, if I'm watching TikTok as videos, it's on Instagram Reels. I'm an Instagram person. I've used Instagram, okay? I rarely ever use TikTok, okay? Ever. I don't even watch videos. My TikTok algorithm is literally just people I already follow. It's like, seriously, it's my For You page is people I follow 90% of the time. Like, I'm not on there long enough for them to know what I like. But Instagram knows me. Instagram feels me, and me and Instagram are friends. So, but I know the TikTok comment section is probably horrible. I would not doubt that these women that I react to get horrible, and I mean despicable comments. And don't you ever come from my channel to these people's account and say something to them, because I will disown you. You understand? I will kick you out of the club and you are gone. Because I do not support that, especially if you're commenting on their physical appearance and just going out there to say horrible, mean things to them. Okay, you can dislike a person. I've disliked a lot of people that I react to, and I do not go out of my way to go on these people and tell them to their face what I think. It's not my job. Now, if they find me a video and hear what I have to say, I'll say it to their face. I really don't care. But I'm not going out of my way to talk to these people. And like I said, I never comment on them being fat or their weight or the way that they look unless I'm complimenting them. I do not talk negatively about those things. And I'm sure that they get that all the time. Because TikTok is a crazy, disgusting, horrible place. Okay, teenagers, you guys are mean. But I'm sorry. Let's hear what these comments actually said, okay?
It is so embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. Please get out of the comment section and go to therapy.
No, you need to go. Okay. I went on a whole rant about how horrible TikTok comments are, and those aren't even that bad. They're going along with the joke. And okay, once again, these are stupid phone. These are the way that the person feels about themselves. None of those comments like, oh yeah, when my girlfriend is 150 pounds versus 149 pounds. No, the comments like me when I'm at 150 to 149, or me when I'm at this and this. It's literally about the individual person, not about anybody else. Like, if they were talking about that girl or talking about, oh yeah, how fat people are horrible, if you're over 200 pounds, you should die. And that's what I was expecting. I was honestly expecting stuff like that. But that's vanilla. No one was saying anything negative about anyone else but them personal selves. Okay? Like, and I'm sorry. The only person who I saw that needs to go to therapy is you. If you see those comments and think that those people need therapy, which they probably do, let's not talk about that. You need therapy because someone needs to tell you that the world does not evolve around you. Okay? Not everyone is out to get you. Not everyone hates you. And quite frankly, I don't think that many people actually give a fuck enough to sit here and like make you want to hate yourself. That's how you feel. You feel like all those comments where those people are talking about their individual self, that it somehow has to do with you. It somehow is the fat phobia, so they hate me because I'm fat, and because they don't want to be fat like me, they must hate me. And that's not the case at all.
And I really hope this stays on the right side of TikTok, but just in case. Even if it's just a joke, it's a bad one, because jokes should not come at the expense of marginalized people.
But the joke is not coming at the expense of marginalized people. The joke is coming at the expense of the person who made the TikTok. They're not making a joke about a certain fat people or fat people in general. They're making a joke about their weight and how they feel when they see their weight on the scale. Not about other people. It's not about anyone else, okay? It's like if Kevin Hart is making a joke about his family or something, or some freaking black experience he had or something, or experience that he personally had with a white person or something, right? And is making a joke about it. Like, he made that joke about how his friends had freaking, oh my God, what was it? the pizza in the oven thingy or whatever it's called. I don't remember. But he made that whole joke about how like his white friends did that and everything. And you know, that joke wasn't racist. That joke wasn't, but now if he made a joke about how all white people do something, blah, 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 that's different because he's joking about a group of people. But joking about your personal experience is not making a joke that criticizes a marginalized group of people, okay? Like, no, it doesn't. There's a difference.
People. The comments of the video are proof of how harmful the jokes are. I would rather live in a society where no one found this relatable because no one got their self-worth from their weight.
That's not, you're reading so deep into it. I don't think that this person completely thinks that they are a worthless human being when they weigh over 200 pounds. I don't think anyone thinks that. Okay, maybe some people. But I don't think the person who made that joke thinks that. And I don't think the people in the comments think that. So their value doesn't come from their weight. So you're wrong there. And second of all, if there's anyone whose whole identity or their value as a human being is their weight, it's the fat acceptance movement, because you guys are just like, oh, I'm fat and I'm beautiful and fat and this and fat and that and fat is me and fat is beautiful and fat. Like literally every other word that comes out of your guys' mouth is fat. So if anyone's weight defines them or their value, it's the fat acceptance movement. Like, but it's only okay when your weight defines you and your weight gives value in a positive way. Your weight shouldn't give value either way. You should love who you are no matter what you weigh, what you are, or what you look like. Like, that's what it should be. But no, and it's okay to love yourself and be fat, but I'm just saying, you're literally saying fat shouldn't, contribute to your value as a human being or to your value of how you feel, but yet the fat acceptance movement literally does that.
On the sound about before and after eating are bad enough, but with actual numbers, it's so much worse.
Yeah, like I tend to always say everything I feel before the video is over, but like, it's a joke. Like, and if you really read that deep into the joke, you should go to therapy. And you were so off base. I already explained why you were so off base, but you were so off base. And go to therapy. Please. Get some help. And if therapy isn't working, go outside, smell the grass, and hug a fucking tree. Sorry if you guys heard some voices in the background. My nieces were trying to spy on me through the little cubby hole that my cats can walk through. So, they're cute. They're children. It's the holidays, so. But anyway, if you guys had a good time, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to me, because you guys get videos Monday through Friday. Except for today, you're getting a video on Saturday, but you're still getting your 5 videos a week, okay? My social media, everything is PixieLove5642. Instagram is probably the best one to reach me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.